Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got a bunch of books that I wish I could read for the first time again for you. Alright, so this video topic is actually one that I kind of borrowed from Lexi over at Evil Queen Lexi on Instagram. I really liked this idea, so these are the ones that I wish I could read again for the first time. So this first one shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but it is The Protector of the Small series. This is actually book 4 in the series. This is one of my favorites. I've probably read this book a dozen times. And it just gets better and better every time I read it. It brings out more nostalgia, and there's little things that, oh, I missed this or that the first time reading. But this is one that I wish I could read again for the first time to experience that magic again, to see why I fell in love with these books. So the next one is the Foxhole Court and the rest of the All for the Game series. So I've only read this book series once through, and I'm probably going to be rereading it again probably as soon as I can get it unpacked from all of the stuff for my filming space. Yeah, this book was just... I wish I could re-experience it again for the first time because it's intense, it's a lot, there's I don't even know how to explain this book because this book is just so good. You have to read this book at some point. Please, it's just so good. There's like all of the sports, but also all of the angst, and it's just such a good book. I mean, objectively, it's not well written, but man, do you fall in love with these characters and like all of their problems and the sports and the mafia and like the serial killer fathers and things and stuff. It's really good and confusing, and I love it. Okay, so the next book that I would love to read again for the first time would be the first book in the Chronicles of Nyx series. So Nick is a character that I love to pieces. He's sarcastic, he's a little bit of an asshole, he loves his mother, he loves his friends, he's a little bit clueless, and he finds out that he is a demon overlord, and he's a teenager. I love him, and I love this world that Sherilyn Kenyon built, and I really want to read the rest of the books that are kind of semi-connected to this series, that are like adult books. But yeah, no, I wish I could reread this again for the first time. It's one of the best YA urban fantasy books that I've ever read. Honestly, you fall in love with Nick as a narrator and as a character, and then you fall in love with all of these other side characters, and you get to go on knowing that there's an entire adult series about all of these characters. Okay, so the next one is In Strange Woods. So I read this in October of last year and fell instantly in love with this book and the spooky vibes that it has and the very Northwest thing that it has going on for it. I wish I could experience that again for the first time because it was absolutely incredible, and just like, those books that like grab you by the heart and just won't let go. That's what this book did to me. I want to reread it. I want to experience it all again for the first time because it's incredible. And then the last book on this list is Blank Canvas. So this is one book that I can remember absolutely crying over. I wish I could experience that again for the first time because I think if I reread it, I don't think I'm going to get quite the same experience. If you definitely want a book that will make you cry, read this one. So this one follows Sam, who is a tattoo artist. He's also in a wheelchair, and he also has custody of his niece, or I think it's his cousin's daughter, who's like 3, and he is trying to adopt her, and he's also starting up a sort of friends with benefits relationship with this new guy that they kind of had this mutual crush, and it deals a lot with the adoption process and the foster care system and how prejudiced it is against parents with disabilities. There were so many times in this book where I had to stop reading because I was crying, and this one actually has really good discussions about disability and sex and what that looks like for this couple and how they navigate that, and then how they navigate getting to be an actual family. It's just such an incredible book, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you read it. Yeah, those are the books that I wish I could read again for the first time. So what's a book that you guys would like to read again for the first time? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button, and if you haven't already and would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!